Off and on. Hi, it's me, Davey Weathercock and Olive. We get together with you here every week. If we get together here with you every week, the creek don't rise. And we talk about the weather, but we don't do anything about it. That's one thing. We don't do anything about it, and we don't pretend to predict it. One thing is it's pretty clear. We can't predict the weather. You know, it was Mark Twain that said, everybody talks about the weather, but they're fucking wrong. First of all, you can't predict it. And in case you haven't heard, it's not the gods being angry that makes for stormy weather. Birds know this. It's not the gods that cause the weather. It's by and large, insofar as there's a causation, or at least parallel behavior, people cause the weather. You can predict people. You can't predict the weather, but you can predict people. One reason is there's not very many kinds of them. There's all kinds of chickens. Olive is a Dominiquer. She's pretty pure. She's a pure. She's a simple girl. There's a lot of other kinds. But there's only two kinds of people as far as weather is concerned. There's people that are inclined to be under the weather, and there's people that are inclined to cause the weather. And you should stay away from both of them. It's really the individuals outside of that, by and large, that I can stand. But that's why I live with Ollie. Now, this has been obvious to chickens, obviously, for a long time. Also, it's obvious to the primitive tribes that don't get all deistic on you. But their oneness with the clouds, whereby, now take rolling thunder, for instance, he could cause the thunder to roll over on the other side of the hill. Other people would be in touch with the weather only in so much as they would roll over when it thundered, something like that. But if you do go about using your power individually to cause weather and get a reputation for it, you learn that every time you go into a bar, people want you to make it thunder. So I don't mess with that. I don't mess with that stuff. I'm a sort of a academic about that, but it's not academic to be at one with the weather and interpret the clouds. To interpret the clouds, just have to put yourself into the mind frame of a primitive of the pre 10,000 BC. Did you hear that? There's horse chestnuts falling on the roof. Back then, they invented smoke signals, and the invention of smoke signals came from the observation that when such and such happened over among the mud pie group, there were certain emanations in the sky, certain clouds, certain formations, certain behavior of these things. Sometimes, when there was a rogue human raging, there'd be a single cloud that would project that. Different clouds had different correlations. Over time, smoke signals developed to mimic those conditions, to report such conditions without the necessity of the weather manifesting, because the weather isn't always true. A lot of these things are pure, a lot of these clouds you might interpret are pure fictions. Some possible interpretations are simply literalism. Let me tell you this, smoke signals are not pictographs. Clouds are not pictographs. Neither are they dot dash Morse code. No, you just have to spend some time with it. Now, come along with us. Yeah, Alan and I went out today, didn't we? It was windy too. And we'll take a look at some clouds and see what we can make of it. Well, first it was windier and howler. Yeah. It was windier than hell at first. Later on, it calmed down quickly. It's pretty quiet everywhere on Sunday. You ever notice how quiet the weather often is on Sunday? And if you go looking for answers, and you think you find a question, you think that's a question mark? No, it's not like that. It's not digital. It's not hieroglyphic, and it's not pictorial. A face? No, it's just a cloud. What is this? An angel? Nope, it's just a cloud. This is an angry person somewhere in, I would say, Trumansburg. Now here, look, is everybody doing Facebook side by side, far apart. Look at that. Unreal. But then a big left-leaning front comes through. It's encountering, right now, it's some right-moving factions from the west, and there's some violent parallel updrafts. There's a whole mobilization of individuals. I see a certain increase in the number and extremity of personal microclimates in urban areas especially. And what is this? Just a general weirding, conflicting systems. A flood of paranoia. Areas of resentment. Oh. There'll be heavy amounts of participation and frequent outbursts. And, oh, by the way, don't forget, the Apache Valley Fog Boys tonight at the Rondo. That'll be good. It's a wonder the wind don't tear off your skin. Get in there and put out the light.